What is up? It is Wednesday shenanigans here on Dynasty Pylon. What's up, Brian?
Oh man, it's been a good day. Today's a good day.
Why is that?
I got to cook breakfast and I got to cook dinner. I don't usually do that. I'm all doing only this stuff. So this is all I do usually. I'm like,
You
oh
have to
yeah,
prepare your own
some
freaking
extra stuff.
meals.
What? It's crazy.
What is up, guys? How are you? Rasta 24, what up? What up? What's this about? What's this about? Did you check it out? I don't know.
I haven't checked it out yet,
All right.
but I know
What's all
B
right?
knows
So they go
my
on your show.
tweets.
What do you refer them to as? They always check in, but I don't know like a name.
It's just a chat. I mean, because
Okay, all right.
there are
You
people.
do we just call him 24? It's hold on, 24. Is that it's
It's
cool. I just
Brandon.
call you. I don't know.
I know Brandon. It's me. So,
I,
you know,
hey,
he's been with us so long, and taking care of us so long. So he takes care of us, we take care of him. So yeah, it's
what's yeah?
Brandon.
I know, but I know he's more affiliated with you through your other. So Brandon, okay.
Yeah,
All right. I always say what's up to him, and he comes in, checks in, gives a like, says one or two
always.
things that like, hey, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. It's kind of like what I do with your guys' show. I just leave it up, and I don't even like really. I just leave it up. I don't know, but it's in the background. I have a 5-round rookie draft starting tomorrow, and I have the
Ooh, I
102.
like and the
Dang,
102.
the 102. Dang, that's you can do so much with the 102, man.
I mean, you could go Malik Neighbors, you could go Dunze, you could go quarterback if you want. Depending on what's going on. But I just feel like Marvin Harrison is number one on everybody's list, right? And then after that, what do
Unless
you
you're
go?
hurting at QB. Unless you're hurting at
Even
QB, that's it's gonna be QB receiver. Like right
even
now,
if you even if you heard that QB, I can't not go Marvin Harrison Jr.
and then like I think I would do the same, to be honest. I think I would do the same. Like if I'm hurting desperately at QB, I think I would do the same and just tank the year again.
Yeah, and then
Just
worry about
tank
the
the
super.
year again.
Yeah.
Like yeah, I can't pass him up, man. I can't. It's super flex. All right, super flex.
And then you gotta
I
look. You gotta
like I
think
said,
Caleb. You have to work.
I would
But
still pass it up, and I would tank the season again and get. But can you though? Because next year's quarterbacks are trash.
exactly. So then you might then want to jump into getting one of these quarterbacks because Caleb, with the talent around him,
They won't be around by the second round.
uh,
They won't be around second round.
it actually makes it tougher. I mean, go.
Here's
I
what
might go
if
one of
you
those
were in that
quarterbacks
situation,
after the 102. I'm
I
going quarterback there. That's probably what I'm gonna do. Superflex 102. I'm going quarterback.
I think it depends on what the 101 is. If the 101's already a QB, you go Marvin. If it's Marvin, then you just get the best available QB. I don't know, but he is super flex and it's actually a 2 QB. So it's a 2 QB. Like you have to have 2 QB. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you
Quarterbacks
have
can
to
go
go.
fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks. I don't know. Because I'm scared that if I were to go Marvin, which I would really want Marvin, right?
Yep.
But you're gonna have to tank the season. But then you almost have to tank 2 seasons to get
You
a
take
rookie
this season.
quarterback because next year, look, if you get a rookie next year, it ain't look, they're not gonna be that good, man.
Yours, yeah,
What's up, too? How are you?
yours doesn't look that great. I mean,
They none of them.
you
I
really
don't
believe
look.
Shador? I mean, Sanders
I don't
is
like
that
them.
dude? I
I
don't
don't
know.
like them. What is up, Wood? Had to pay up to get Marv. Hey,
Yeah,
that's the cost. That's the cost. You might have to pay up 2 first for him, and maybe something. You might have to pay 2 first and a
ooh,
player. Like it wouldn't
man,
surprise me.
Rasta got Stroud, Burrow, and Rodgers. Yeah, I
Go
would
Marv.
wait on quarterback.
Go Marv. Braden, how are you, man? How are you, buddy? I haven't seen this name in a while. See if
I have to pray there is a Joe Burrow quarterback coming out of nowhere next season.
yeah, I know, right? I don't know, man. Like, it's just next year's QBs. And you know what's funny is I was looking at him today. And I literally cringed. I was like, ooh, like, I don't like it.
Unless Shador goes to the exact right system, I'm still not convinced that he could throw the ball well enough in the NFL. Just right now, I'm not there. We have another season to look. There'll be things I'll look at, but as of right now, I don't see it. But what's funny is if he was in this year's draft, he probably would have been a top 15 pick.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, yeah, because
maybe I
it's
don't know.
such desperate. Next year, I don't know. I just can't. But it's kind of like what Braden said here. I don't know. They just, yeah. I know. I think Marvin Harris, but again, like I was talking about Marvin Harrison yesterday in the Cardinals episode. The 101 has to take Caleb. QB scored in his wild in this league.
I understand that. I mean, if you got
I
two
mean,
QBs,
I'm assuming it's how though. If you tell me six points per touchdown, are you doing per reception or something? Stroud's 5 touchdown game was 105. What?
Whoa.
What?
You have to have a premier quarterback in that league, man.
Oh my gosh! What the hell? I don't know. I worried that Schroeder's Sanders he didn't make throws last year because he was worried about how the stats looked. I don't
Yeah,
know.
he wouldn't try. Yeah, no.
I just like Ewers is probably I think
the safest one, maybe.
Yeah, I think so. But let me look because I haven't. Beck
The height on
Beck
Shador,
is
like
okay too.
good dude. You can do a lot of good things there, man. I don't know.
The only thing I like though is Sanders.
It's also
I
gonna be
like
the rushing
Sanders,
thing.
but Beck is like, isn't he like the tallest one? Hang on, I haven't even looked at their stats. 6'4", 6'2", 6'2", 6'2".
6'2" doesn't bother me. That's why I don't
They're
mind.
all 6'2". Beck is barely 6'4". He's the tallest one. 6'2" isn't bad, but it's like I don't know, man. I don't know. And he's also going to be like 23 or 24 by the time he enters the NFL back. I look,
Yeah,
I don't like
exactly.
next year's
You
quarterback.
like that. I don't like that. Yeah.
I don't like next year's quarter. That's all I got to say. I don't like it. He held on to the ball super long down the stretch.
He was trying to make plays. He was trying to win the Heisman.
What?
And which is crazy, but
Oh, yeah, you're right. He's 6'5". And he's 240. This man is a beast. This man is like Josh Allen, the big of a moose with extra like.
But he is a moose, and he's playing that Penn State offense. I don't know
I'm
if
not saying he's as good as Josh. I'm just saying he's a big moose.
Yeah, but he's in that Penn State offense. I don't trust quarterbacks coming out of that offense.
Yeah. God damn.
What do you do with Jalen Monroe?
This guy's gargantuan, man. He's fucking.
Monroe could be something special. He could be Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about Cameron Ward out of Miami? But they're all the same guy.
Next year's draft, maybe the top 5 teams will need. I don't think it'll be that case. I think next year's case will be more defense. I know a lot of good DBs are coming out. A lot of it's basically edge, corners, linebackers next year are what we're
whatever
going to expect. Like
Travis Hunter is. Travis Hunter is all those things.
Yeah, he plays both sides of the ball.
Yeah,
he plays both sides of the ball. Yeah,
your best wide receiver and quarterback.
Why are you hating on Penn State guys? Oh my gosh. Oh God. Well, welcome in, guys. Today we're gonna talk about Dynasty guys that are leaving their teams and they're kind of scarce of leaving their teams, and also who you might go after. So I mean, look, Dynasty, you make moves, you gotta think about the plans, like your future. You can't just make them for the year and hope. Like if you're gonna make it for the year, you better win that year. Just saying, you're gonna lose a lot of draft capital for the next following years if you trade for a top caliber receiver or running back or something. It's not easy. You got to think long and hard about the trade before pulling trigger, unless it's too good to be true and they offered it to you. You're like, yeah, I'll take that, and then you just.
Also, it's a G money trade. I got you.
Well, yeah, but I'm not no. I'm not even no. But yeah,
I
no.
was going to ask
So
you what you thought about that the last trade we had in our league. Khalil Mack going for a 6th rounder.
I thought we talked about it. I thought we talked
Maybe
about
I
it.
didn't hear it. 'Cause I was wondering to hear what
Maybe it's me,
you
Mark.
had.
I don't know. I felt like Khalil Mack's at the end of his run. It wouldn't surprise me if he's not going to put up that same amount of numbers, dude. Like that was the first time he put up that many numbers out of his entire career, and he's been in better situations.
But he's put up
I
good numbers, especially when he was with
yeah,
the Raiders.
yeah, that was his career high, and he's getting older. I think that he's not going to do it again, and if he does, damn, like more power
And
to you.
you got it for a 6th round pick?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just surprised how low he went. I think he probably would have been a 4th.
Mhm.
Just like in most terms in Dynasty, like they're usually 1 to 4 rounds or 5 sometimes. Ours is 7. So for that type of play, I think the average would have been a 4th or maybe a 3rd rounder. Because he's gonna be good. He's gonna produce. He's gonna be
He's
there
going
for
to
the
be
entire
good for
season.
you.
He's gonna make something
Exactly.
happen.
Yeah.
But again, he's just gonna be there for the season, maybe 2 years. That's it. He's just not that guy that's gonna be on your roster for a while. And that's the thing with Dynasty. You gotta take account for that. So
I actually thought it was a good trade because we're extending our defense right now, and you couldn't
for the Matt
for
side,
what
yeah.
yeah for us, and why not get it for a 6th round pick? Do that now. You know you can save you now, and then you get better people as you go along because we're all looking for people. So
For
a 6th rounder, maybe
for the owner that received Mac, good on them. I just don't like it because they won the championship last year.
Yep.
So, and I never wish players to get hurt, but I mean, maybe he could just have a bad year.
So you got Khalil Mack. I was looking like, so it's like
I
the
just hope
last
for a
pick
bad
of
year.
the
I don't
draft.
wish, yeah, I don't wish injuries upon anybody. Like I just don't. Mac at that age where he needs to be is the number 2. Find someone great, yeah, but who do they have over there? They don't.
But he doesn't have to be because you know what the fact is they don't like Nick Bosa.
Yeah, but Nick Bosa
I'm
is
not
damn good. He's overrated.
yeah.
He gives you 2 good. No, not Nick, but Joey.
No, it's Joey. I'm sorry, Joey Bosa.
Joey.
Joey is overrated, but the team doesn't like him. So I feel like the scheme is now going towards Khalil. Like they're giving him the sacks instead of going towards Nick.
Yeah,
Joey.
I can't. That's for me to make a move for someone like that. I can't justify it. I can never make a move like that on my end. I mean, well, maybe for a 6th rounder, yeah.
Because we
For a 6th
extended
rounder, yeah, I could do that.
we extended for a 6th rounder. So it's like a 6th rounder who's going to be on your bench, and he's a player that's going to be able to start for you, and eventually is going to work out. So
Yeah, I that's just so hard for me to do. Like, I know
is he
he's
an
gonna be
old
good.
guy or
That's
a
like,
draft?
yeah, because right now, like for me, I know for a fact that all right, for me, if I were to sell Bobby Wagner, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is me personally, like I have him. I don't know who's gonna give me what I want for him because I know what he can produce, but because he's ready to leave and he's
He could be
now
going to
when
any.
you start seeing players go down to 1-year contracts on multiple teams now, they're on their way out.
Yep.
And that's what worries me. And now he's with the Commanders. Is he gonna get a lot of playing time? I think so.
Oh yeah. No, he might score. He might have a really good year this year.
And then he's
But I
done.
also see him walking away. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's I think he's done. So again, I'm still searching for that linebacker for freaking years because I can't seem to get one.
Because Drew Sanders just went out the door. I don't know what the
I
hell.
can't hold him. I can't hold him that long. I gotta try and get another one. Look, next year, if desperation, look, there's like good 4 of them coming out next year, and they're gonna be in the 1st round. Like the linebackers next year, I'm excited for. What's up, Kadani? What's going on, coaching staff? Just renewed y'all's contract on Madden for 3 years and had to pay 40% extra because of Cleveland outbidding.
They wanted us.
Oh my gosh, no. Look,
I ain't
3
going to
years
Cleveland.
on Madden, I would look. I
don't know if you've been.
like
Cleveland has
whole
a
EA
river that catches
Sports.
fire.
I hate the fact that they have this contracted game because there's no competition with other games, Gadani. I miss the other football games. If I would pay.
Where you were going.
No, because give me my NFL Street 3. I want it now.
That's what Mark said. You won the street. I was like, I can see Martin liking Blitz.
No, Blitz was too chaotic. Like, don't get me wrong, I liked it at its time, but I felt like there was just too much going on. Where Street was like it wasn't as crazy, and there was different game modes. Like, just give me Street back, man. Like, come on, man. Like, put Ludacris in this one because the last one had Exhibit, and the one before that had who the hell was Exhibit in both of them?
I think it was Exhibit both times.
Yeah, put Ludacris in this one, man. Like, give me my NFL Street 3.
And then welcome to Atlanta, and then do it from there.
Exactly. So I got offered the 108, 25, first 26, first for the 102 and the 202. I already made my decision. Want your thoughts? So you gave up next year's first for this year's first and second.
No, so you got offered, so for his 102 and a 202, he got offered the 108, a first round
he
of
hasn't
25.
Told us what he made. Okay.
First round of this 26.
He has Stroud. Is this the same Stroud, Rodgers, Burrow team?
Yeah, I think so, because it's still 102, which he has right now, which is why he's hoping for Marvin Harrison Jr. to drop it to him.
I think I probably would have denied it.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I wouldn't go.
Just because there's a chance. There's a chance for Marvin. Mm-hmm. And if you don't get Marvin, you still got Neighbors and Odunze there. And those receivers are going to be like, I understand. What?
And with the 202, you can get a better player too. And I don't think the 2025 draft is going to be as good, especially quarterback or receiver wise, as this one is. And then the 2026 is so far out there. I just, I'd rather have my player now, especially when it's a special specimen. Like Marvin Harrison Jr. is special.
It's 2 first. I get it, but then again, like the 108. It's a 108 now. Like, does it change? Like, how do you know? Like, I don't know. I can't. The 102 is too high for me right now. You can have a really good special talent there at the 102. 108, you're going a little bit further, and the 26, you don't even know what it is going to be yet.
Or what if it's a 104? Let's just change it up. Say you have the 104.
I still have 2 picks before that.
I'm saying if you have the 104, if he wants the 104 and a 204 for a 108 and 2 first rounds, would you take that then?
Maybe. Because I know one of those receivers is there. Like, I know people are hating on Neighbors because of the team he landed. I get it. I don't like it either. But he's going to be good once they freaking fix themselves.
Once Russell Wilson is there.
Or Fields. Look, one of those guys are going to be there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Somebody is going to show up and be like, first of all, the Giants need to fix their line. And we've been saying that for years.
Yep.
I don't want to get too deep into that because it's going to be repetitive. Bobby Ignatius, he'll lead. No, exactly. But the thing is,
it's the league in tackles.
The thing is, like, for dynasty wise, I don't think people are going to pay too high for him. Like, your best bet for a 4th is probably your 3rd, but you're not getting a 1st or 2nd for someone like
a 1-year rental. I'm probably late 4th.
Right. And then the owner, like, they're not going to want to do that unless they have depth in linebacker. Like for me, I can't. I'm literally giving you my best linebacker, and I can't. I don't have anybody to replace him.
Yeah.
I can't do it. And I'm a contending team every year, and I fall short every year. So I don't even. You know what? Maybe I should just screw it. Don't make playoffs. Get a higher draft pick. I'm tired of drafting at the 108. Believe me, I'm right with you. And see, a lot of people like the 2K5s.
Yep.
Yeah,
I know a
I
lot of
get
people
it.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. So I mean, for me, I want competition, and I loved it. Now it's just I haven't played Madden in so long. I haven't played it because it's the same thing.
Mhm.
I hear, hey, how is it? Oh, it's the same thing. Just update roster. I'm like, bro, you could have
Yeah.
bought
But you
10
could
years
update your
ago
roster with 2024. You can update your roster
online.
with
Update
2023.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I haven't. Nope. I almost did it for like content for the other platform that I stream on, but again, I wasn't. It just wasn't. No, I wasn't gonna have fun. Um, what's the topic today? We're gonna do dynasty trades. Guys, we're probably gonna target. I mean, I know guys are gonna move here soon. Um, where's my list at? So basically, I, I don't think we're gonna do a mock draft. But it's just there's some players that are big names, and I'm gonna ask Brian whether he's gonna make a move or not for them. But I'm pretty sure you have a list of guys you wanna.
Yeah, I'm looking at my list
Yeah.
right now.
All right. Even when they try to fix the line, somehow gets
Somehow it
worse.
gets
Yeah, you're
worse.
right. I know. I don't
It's like
get it.
you mean Evan Neal, and wow, he's much worse than he ever was.
I feel bad for Barkley. I really do.
But Saquon's
He
going.
tried to get out,
Yeah,
and they're like, nope.
but that's okay. Saquon now going to Philly is going to be good.
Oh,
I honestly I think he's going to be fine.
it's gonna be amazing this year. You think Marvin Harrison is too good on the wrong team?
No, I
No.
think he's perfect for that
No, I
team.
think he's I look it the Cardinals always had a number one receiver. He's gonna be uh that guy that's going to be like
Kyler is
let's
going
think
to
about the
feed
Cardinals.
him the ball.
Yeah,
Marvin
no, and
Harrison, bank it right now, will have over 110 receptions this year.
I
Bank it.
mm, I hope not.
I think they're going to throw the ball a
I
whole lot.
hope not. I hope it's more balanced with him and Trey McBride and with Wilson. I really hope so because I talked about this yesterday.
I
Um
listen.
I didn't like the fact that like I don't like if they're banking on just this one rookie coming in, like something's broken here. You can't just rely on your number one draft pick to fix your problems. You can't. You have to figure out everything out behind the lines and figure out, in depth. It's just there's more weapons there, which I know McBride is very good.
I mean,
I think
McBride's being chosen as like the number 1 or 2 tight end on every fantasy draft. Like
with
if you
Benson and Connor, yeah, with Benson and Connor, I think they can make a push for the goal line with these assets. Wilson, really good. They brought back freaking Greg Dortch, which is I love. And like I said, I talked about this yesterday, and overall, I'm if you guys want to watch, it's up to you. But overall, yesterday I said the Cardinals have a very good push of making playoffs, but
I agree.
at the same time, they can
They can
collapse
lose.
so hard. I don't think they're going to be in the middle. They're either
Eh,
going to be really really good or they're going to be really really bad. I don't
I
think they're
either
going to be in the
gave you
middle somewhere.
5-12 or they're 10-7.
Yeah, they have that.
That's
And
really it.
it's going to be on their defense. So much is going to rely on that defense so bad. The front seven is amazing. It's the DBs that struggle, even though we can name most of them because they're good. For some reason, they're just like, I don't know if it's, I don't know what it is, but lately it's just been, what's going on? I, I,
Here's it. So last year when like the Bears are playing them,
you would say that.
Marvin's the perfect team. We were playing. They were making plays, but they weren't explosive, right? You weren't worried about them having those explosive plays.
You're talking about
Um,
Ohio?
with Arizona.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
last year, so with Arizona, when we were playing them, we saw when
Well,
you didn't have that explosive guy. I think
when did you
Marvin
play
being
them?
there
Sorry,
gives
hang
you
on.
that explosive guy.
Hold on. There was two teams. There's two teams last year. There was two Cardinals teams last year. You
That's
forget
true.
about that.
I'm talking.
When
We
did you
played with
play them? I
Kyler
can't
Murray.
remember.
We played it with my. It was like week 12. We played with
Okay, so
McBride
Murray had
and with
just got
Murray.
back
This was the
week
second or
10.
third game back. Second or
Week
third.
10, I think Murray got back because they were 3-5 when Murray was there.
Mhm.
There was the non-Murray team, and then there was the Murray team.
Yeah, we still
They were
destroyed.
1-8 with no Murray. And then Murray was there, they went 3-5.
But they weren't.
It's a
It's
dramatic
still
difference.
their only explosive weapon was McBride. And so if Marvin Harrison can bring that deep threat, the explosive plays, stuff like that, and then you can go underneath with McBride. McBride can continue to do what he's
Because
doing.
those other bums didn't know that they had McBride, like how good McBride was. Like, he's a second rounder. They drafted him in the second round for a reason. They liked him. He's good.
There was a weak tight end draft, and there's good everywhere else. Tight ends weren't great. We thought. I remember talking about him that he was going to be good.
I love McBride. Like, I'm so glad I have him. Like, this is why I'm like, okay. Yeah. No, McBride, he plays a lot bigger and stronger than what he is. And
tight ends need a year or two to figure out the NFL.
Well, not that good.
You know, but it took him a year or two.
Well, that's because he had Ertz ahead of him, so he couldn't really shine. But then Ertz got hurt, and then he had those little small games that you can, like, that's why he should be starting, but they still kept giving it to Ertz.
He had to learn the game too. I think it takes time for you to realize what you can and can't get away with. Once you know that as a tight end, then you're unstoppable, especially when you're an athlete that like he is.
Unless your name is Cole Kmet and it takes you a freaking century to figure it out.
5-6 years.
It took him so long, man. Speaking of OG video games, who remembers NBA Street? Yeah, I like that one.
Oh,
too.
yeah,
that was a good one too.
I think I remember playing that in arcade.
I don't remember that. It was on arcade, really?
Yeah, NBA Street, I believe.
I don't remember that. The offense was rolling and putting out a lot of effort into the run game. It was the defense that was and I think this year it has to be on the defense this year. Like I said, that front seven, they fixed some things around. They've upgraded, pieces with it. Like, it's going to be a run heavy team again. I think so.
I think it depends on. No, I don't believe. I think Kyler Murray is good. I think Kyler Murray, you're going to give him opportunity to throw the ball, especially paying him this much money. But you have to balance it out with the run. But I think it's going to be still 60-40 pass. I can see it being 60-40.
60-40 run?
I would love it to be 60-40 run because that's a better team.
I think it's going to be 60-40 run.
I don't know if that's what they end up doing. When you have Kyler Murray, you have this new weapon that everybody is starving to see.
You have Connor there.
That's true.
He's
probably
your best weapon.
I'm not even sure Connor's going to be starting at the end of the season.
Look, he's there. He's healthy at the moment. You play him. And when he's gone, you have freaking Benson, Michael Carter, and Jermichael Hasty.
Michael Carter has always been a good running back.
You have 4 running backs, and they've all played. Like, Benson's supposed to be better than these other 2 who've been playing for years now. Michael Carter, we've seen him. He played was a rookie year. Braden, what was a rookie year that he played basically all the Jets, and he was really good. And then they drafted Hall, and there goes his career. Yep. But Michael Carter's good. And we've seen DJ Dallas. I said, was it Jermichael?
Jermichael, yeah.
Or is it DJ?
Oh,
I can't remember. I've covered already 2 teams, and I've talked about them both. Help me out. They have depth in running back, so I'm not worried about the run game for them.
I don't know. Your worry is if they don't run the ball.
He never did any. What are you talking about? I thought he did pretty good his rookie year. Come on now. Ain't no way. I thought he did pretty good his rookie year. I'll look. Now you got me looking. There's no way. I swear he did decent for his.
I'm actually going to look it up right now. Talking about it.
If he doesn't have 5 touchdowns and at least 700, I'm going to be a little upset. There is no way. I'm pretty sure he had at least that. Which, you tell me, for a rookie, that's not bad. That's not bad. Michael Carter, Arizona. Okay, here we go. I'm not talking about the DB either.
639 and 4 touchdowns.
Damn, bro, you like what I just said, 5 touchdowns and 7 to 8. You just took the top off of you took the frosting off of what I just said. Exactly. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Michael, for proving.
But it's still 147.
But for rookie,
so it's 147. So his average is 4.3 yards per carry.
And hey, that's better than half the league.
And 0 fumbles. So I think that's pretty good. 147 carries a game, 14 games. You're talking about he only gets 10 or 11 carries a game. That's what that is. 11 carries a game, 639 yards. It's not bad.
What's up, Zion? I like it. I like it. What we mocking today? I don't know if we're gonna get that today. I don't know if we're gonna do one today. We can. I don't know.
I will say this. Also, he also had 325 receiving yards. So almost 1,000.
Give me that. All-purpose yards. No, I will take that on top of the rushing yard. No.
Yep. That's almost 1,000 all-purpose yards.
Hey, look. There, see, don't that's good. Okay, Braden, that's good. Don't tell me he didn't do good. I see you now. He did worse sophomore years. That's when the Breece Hall year was.
Yep.
For a rookie though,
and he got nothing.
He showed me more promise as soon as he got to AZ, but never. Oh my gosh, you're just mad because of Hall took his spot, and now you like you wait, hold on. I think he blew like a first rounder on him or a second. No, I think he blew a high draft pick on him. I think that's why he hates him so much. That's Dynasty.
Breece Hall did tear his ACL that year too, but it wasn't about that because it was like they also grabbed other running backs.
Yeah, it starts with a Z. Another running back that they had there as well. I can't remember his name. Grizzly, let's get a league. And if I win, you got to give me 3 of those boxes.
I'm actually giving away. We're doing a giveaway on the Spoiler Kings a lot. I have like at least 10 items I'm giving away.
You guys are giving away crap all the time, man.
I got so much crap, it doesn't even matter. It's got so much.
It's because you have a problem, man. You have a problem, and you go to the comic book store, and then things you buy there ends up on the giveaway. You have a oh my, that's today?
This is today.
Probably. I did pick him high. Yeah, I don't hate him for that. I disagree.
Zonovan
I know. I was right. With the Z. I'm like, start with the Z. Yeah, Zonovan Knight. They used him more towards the back end of the season than they did Michael Carter, which I didn't understand either.
Because I thought he could catch the ball, but Michael was doing fine catching the ball too, so I didn't understand what the point was.
Yeah, no, I'm like, nah, Michael. Oh, whatever, Braden. Whatever your hate towards Michael Carter is for his rookie year, I want to hear it. I think that's good. You give me 639 yards rushing and 325 and 4 touchdowns as a rookie, and you're not even supposed to be the lead back that year because he was supposed to be behind freaking who was there that year? He wasn't the starter. Someone got hurt in front of him.
2021, yeah. Can't remember who was the starter though.
At the time, was it? I think it wasn't Frank Gore, was it?
No.
I can't remember who the hell it was. But look, it's not. Bro has a collection. It's not an addiction, I swear. He needs all hundreds. No, Zion, you don't know him like I. He has an addiction. This man goes home every day and gets more stuff. Like, I'm pretty sure that they've given him, like, and I wouldn't doubt it. He knows the comic book store people so well that I'm pretty sure that if this new hotness comes in that he's been looking for, I'm pretty sure the store owner will like, hey, just hold it for Brian because I know he's been looking for it for a very while. And when he walks in,
they definitely do. I walk in, I go over to the counter first to see what you already held for me, and I grab what I get, and then go from there.
Michael No, I think it was Tevin Coleman. I think that's who the starter was, and he got hurt. which doesn't surprise me because uh, yeah,
Yeah, I don't remember.
yeah, dude. I don't know, but he has a problem. We need like intervention for him. Probably, his wife has yelled at him already. And, like, it's a
I
problem.
get yelled at every day. It's fine.
All right, so let's just talk about these players. Okay, so and for dynasty purposes, this is going to be a big topic too because his contract is, which I don't like. He's not the biggest one of the few that I have, but I want to talk about Jordan Love. His contract is this year, or it's coming. The negotiations have to be started like soon, and if they don't happen, they're gonna have to resign him. There is no way. I don't see Green Bay not going. So he's not. It's not as big as the next guy, but I think Jordan Love.
So,
Like for dynasty, do you keep him?
yes. And here, well, I hate him in every way, shape, or form. But
That's 'cause
yes,
you're
you
Bears
keep
fan.
him. The talk around here is that Jordan Love is already they're negotiating, and he's at $50 million a year,
Mm-hmm.
and he wants to make more than $50 million a year.
Right.
Green Bay Packers are at 3 years. He wants 5.
Mm-hmm.
That's the issue. But they are in negotiations. I think he gets done this summer.
You can't
Yo,
you can't blame the man though. Like if he wants to stay, like you have a quarterback who wants to stay and who's that young. But we've seen them do
he
stupid.
needs to do exactly what he needs to do. Because what if he comes back? You look at this division, right? What if all of a sudden that Brian could build another COVID-19? He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
I misprayed.
That's terrible. Here's the thing. With the talent that's in this division, he could go from being one of the top quarterbacks to being the 4th best quarterback in this division in 1 year. So you need to get your money. You need to get signed.
They can't let him go. They can't let him go. And I agree. As for dynasty purposes, I'm keeping him. I remember before he even stepped on the field, and we were like, listen, they grabbed him for a reason, and I hope he does good. I think he's good. And I remember even talking to you about, you're like, I hope not. I'm like, I hope he steps on that field and he just torches everybody. And you're like, no, I hope not. And then sure enough, he has been doing that since he's been on the field. He's been getting it done. Like I'm not like torching, but
he's doing good. The guy's open. He is getting the ball to them. He has a quick trigger. He looks like a mini Aaron Rodgers. I hate it. Pisses me off every time I watch. But he has those type of skills. He really does. As far as if I put him in the tier, I think Jordan Love's more like a tier 3 guy. But he's a solid starter.
He could climb up higher if he can.
I mean, I have Jordan Love in my number 12. Like overall, like number 12. That's pretty damn good.
Pretty good, yeah. So, I just don't see them losing him. I don't see them going anywhere. I think they're gonna have to bite the bullet and just.
Oh yeah.
They don't want to. I don't think they're gonna want to go through the same shenanigans they went through with Rodgers. Like, it ain't no way they can't. They just can't. Not with Jordan Love.
I think it's gonna be all said and done. It's gonna be a 5-year, $262 million deal.
Yeah.
And then what they do is they slow play it. So like they do like Jalen Hurts. Like the first year you get 10 million. The second year you get 20. The third year you get 50. Like they'll slow so they can still add to the team the next 2 years.
Right.
And that third year it's going to hit hard.
Right. No. So Sam says hot take, which will be the number 1 receiver there for fantasy, and for Green Bay. Every year one guy goes all out and is amazing and matters most. Yeah. Last year was Love. Year before was that one. Yeah.
And Watson keeps getting hurt, and they say that they think they figured out his hamstring thing, but if he's not, I'm not sure the talent around Jordan Love is A-level talent, and that can be the thing that can kind of hurt him a little bit.
Watson can be, but he could be so good. He could be.
But he's never available.
Yeah, I know. He can be so good. He just does stupid mistakes mentally that's why he's not there. Like, I'm telling you, like, I will never forget that rookie year of him. He had that big 80-yard bomb, and had he catch that ball,
the whole season would have been different.
no, his career would have been different. His career would have been different because we would still remember that catch as his opening catch, like just being that biggest play that he's ever had.
But even in college, he had the same hamstring issue. He
Yeah.
never
Well,
played more
besides
than
injury,
3 games without being hurt.
he can be so good. I don't know.
Is he too fast? Is there such thing as being too fast?
To not being able to control your body. I don't.
Like
Maybe when you're younger years, but
too explosive?
he beats man like crazy and beats zone pretty well. Except 7 and 11 TDs from him. Yeah,
He can't be in the game enough for that.
I think I'll give you 7, 8. I'll give you 7. I just don't know, and Jordan's gonna spread it around.
Yeah, I think Dobbs is going to be good. I think Dobbs is going to be the de facto number 1. Wicks will end up being number 2, and Watson's going to be the 3 because you don't know, you can't trust him.
Stupid.
Yeah, maybe Jordan's ended up being a weirdo or jerk to be the long-term QB in Green Bay. Hey, you either stealing money from the government from
But Braden, you need him there though. You have so many Green Bay Packers, it's not even funny. Well, now he's down to 3 now. Should be down to 3, I think. Reed had been the red zone target volume. Yeah, like Reed Wicks is better breakaway from LC. Yeah, I can agree with the 10 to 12.
He's somewhere there. Yeah,
I can agree with that. 100%.
I can not like someone and still respect what it is.
Yeah, and that's still pretty good. That's still pretty good. But enough about him. I don't know. Did you want to bring anybody else? I got like 6 dudes, and we can just crank.
Well, since we're talking about quarterback, I want to talk about somebody. What T-Law? I want to know what you guys think about him. As far as Dynasty goes, yes, he's going to get that second contract. I think yes, he is. But what is he? I don't know if he's ever going to be that top 10 quarterback we always thought he was. I'm not sure he is.
I still believe in him. I still believe in him. Random has the Packers had a Jesus.
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
Don't bring that nonsense in here.
Hey, I know the history of Green Bay is weird.
Turn into no. Look, it is what it is. All right, it is what it is. But yeah. Okay, what is your take on Tank Dell?
Okay.
Let's talk about your QB first. Then we'll get to these. I still believe in T-Law.
Okay.
I still think that the Jags haven't given him anything yet. His best asset, and I don't care what you say, and even it was an asset that I didn't even think was going to be available for him, was Ingram.
Mm-hmm.
Say what you want to say about Ridley. I get it. I get it. You show him what he still kind of does, but he was not really as he was of yesteryear when he was younger. They haven't given him that elite receiver yet.
Okay.
They haven't at all. Don't tell me it was Christian Kirk.
Everything you're saying makes sense, right? But you can say the same exact thing about Jordan Love. If you took Jordan Love and put him in that office, he would do better than T-Law's doing. And that's my problem.
Did you put T-Law in the Packers?
Yeah.
Yes. That's my point.
I think Jordan Love. I think the Packers' talent is lower than what was going on in.
Man, you can't. Watson.
And I'll say this: you have to remember what happened. What was going on before he got hurt, before the ankle injury. So everyone's looking at the record and saying you missed the playoffs, but before then they were killing it.
I don't know. You can't justify his rookie year though. His rookie year, he had a child as a coach. Okay.
No. I agree, and I think I actually think
I'm
Trevor
not
Lawrence
gonna
is
I'm
never
not
going to be
even
a
gonna
top
take
10,
that
but
entire year into account.
he's going to be a 10 to 12 guy his entire career. I think he's going to be good.
But
He's
that's not
never
bad.
going to be bad. So I think he is someone I would like for my dynasty. And if I had him, which I almost had him on that team, I would have held on to him and I've been happy.
I
I would
would have
be
been
happy.
fine with Tilo. I still believe in him. I still just believe that the Jags, like, they got Brian Thomas, which is good. I think he's gonna be very good there.
Yeah.
He's the
Brian Thomas is
perfect
my
opposite side of
tier.
Gabe. Gabe is hit or miss. Gabe, actually, he's not even hit or miss. He's like the roll of the dice. And only
It's
two
week
of
to
those
week.
numbers are good.
It's week to week. You don't know what you're gonna get.
That's
He's
what I'm
only gonna catch
saying.
the ball 10 times, or he's gonna catch the ball none.
Exactly. But when he does catch it, oh my God, he just blew up the entire, and he's wide receiver 1 for the week. I cannot stand that man. Like, I just cannot stand him, and yet I still have him on my dynasty team because I'm hoping, praying that it's the 1 week I need him.
The one
It's
week you need him.
frustrating. It's just frustrating because no. Listen, T-Law is good. I'm not gonna give up on that man. I'm not gonna put him in this weird zone because it's like there's less shade thrown on him as much as Justin Field has been getting,
Mhm.
because we all know that the Jaguars in history has always been bad. So
Yep.
for them to actually make playoffs in his first couple of years for that team is like, holy crap, this is amazing. Where the Bears, it's like it's different because they've always been like made playoffs kind of like
We've
10
always
years
been
ago.
there, been
They've
around
been
there.
in that 8 to 10 range of going in. Like, it was, so we're used to that. So I think what it was is like, you tell me Calvin Ridley has been his best freaking receiver.
Yeah, probably.
That's
But
not
he has a
good.
lot of number 2s. I think Ridley was a number 2. I think Christian Kirk is a number 2, almost 3.
Yeah, but
That's just he has just a bunch of those guys. I think I could say the same thing about the Packers wide receivers. I think they're all number 2s and 3s.
if
All
you
of them.
put if you
None of
put
them number
T-Law
1s.
with oh my if you put T-Law with the Raiders, he would do better there.
I mean, anyone with Devontae Adams, yeah, he would kill. But just
But he would
Devontae
have
Adams.
less weapons, but he would still do
You have
better.
one good one. All you need
That's
is
what I'm
one good
saying.
one,
He's
and then all of
never
a sudden,
had that ace in the hole.
yeah.
Never had that ace in the hole, and that's the issue with T-Law. I'm stamping, and I'm not for Dynasty. I'm keeping him.
Okay, so tell me where to stop when you're ranking them. So we got Josh Allen and Pat Mahomes, right? That's the first tier, right? Now we got Jalen Hurts, CJ Stroud, Lamar, Burrow, AR, Herbert, Murray, Love.
Ooh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
He's in that era right there. Those last
You
three
know,
that you named, he's in there for me.
that's what I'm saying. I think he's below all those guys. So doesn't that not put him? And then we got the rookies. I didn't even think about where do you
Who's
put
the next
Caleb?
guy after Murray? You just
Right after Murray is Jordan Love and then Trevor Lawrence. But there's also Caleb Williams is actually ahead of all of them.
that's okay. So
I
I'll
don't
just
believe that.
leave the
That's why I
loans
kept him
right
out.
there.
That's why I kept him
What?
out. I don't believe Caleb Williams. That's why I didn't put him in there. But yeah,
I can't put Caleb Williams in there yet. I
until I
can't.
see it, I don't believe it. But T Law is ranked 11 right now, and Dak Prescott's behind him, and Brock Purdy's behind him,
See,
and
that's where I put T-Law ahead.
Tua is behind him.
If
And you
we're
could
talking
argue
Dynasty,
those 3 guys could be in front.
I'm putting T-Law in front of them because I know he's younger. He can.
Then Tua? The problem with Tua is that you don't know what the fuck is going to happen, though. At any point in time, Tua could be out for the count.
Tua can be really, really high or out for the count, and that's exactly how I feel. He is the most scariest QB that I would ever want on my dynasty team. I cannot do it.
He's
One
scary, though.
concussion, I don't know if that might be his career.
Yeah, but I think he's going to wear that helmet thing. I think he's going to wear it.
Yeah, I can't. I like Trevor Lawrence, and honestly, I think he's not gonna be in Jaguars. I don't think he's gonna be a Jaguar that long.
I like Trevor Lawrence. I think I put him behind Dak, but in front of Purdy. But someone who, if Jared Goff was not as old as he was, Jared Goff is right there for me too. Like he's right behind that. So like that's where I mean. So that means he's somewhere between 11 and 15.
Yeah, yeah.
So that
I
he's
agree.
really right in the middle of all the quarterbacks.
Of the top tiered ones, at least. Of the
Of
upper
all, there's only
echelon.
30 teams.
Yeah, but if you get where like beyond 16, like I don't want any of that. I don't want any of that. Like it's just, I don't know. All right, let's go with Zion here. So why hold on. Let's just start with this. Okay, so what is your take on Tank Dell? I personally am not solid since he's wide receiver. Load offense with Nico, Diggs, Schultz, Mixon, and Dell. So, like, do we really think we can support that much? I'm gonna tell you right now, because I think what Brian's gonna say, so I'm gonna let him defend him more, right? Before I take a dump on him.
Okay, so
are you hold on, because I'm about to take a dump on him.
I'm going to say
you might defend him.
Tank Dell has a connection with CJ Stroud. But when you do stupid stuff and you put yourself in harm's way, I think I am worried about him. I don't know. I mean, if I take him out of my taxi squad this year, but I do also believe
I expected. This is not the answer I expected.
I also do believe Diggs will ruin it. So I will probably put Tank Dell in my taxi squad until I'm certain what's going to happen, especially because of the stupid stuff he did this summer. You just don't put yourself in that situation. But I think he will move right back into being the number 2 wide receiver next year. So I'm stashing him, thinking that Diggs is going to ruin it, and now I'll put Tank Dell back in.
I like Nico Collins over all these guys.
And Nico Collins, number 1.
Nico Collins is good, but he doesn't have this. He doesn't have, he's not a shining star like Diggs coming in. Like Diggs, I expect him to do really good this year, okay? But the next year, if he's still there in 3 years, Diggs is gonna Diggs. Diggs is gonna Diggs. And what do I mean by that?
Diggs in the offseason will ruin Diggs himself. He'll just ruin it.
There's Diggs of the Vikings. There's Diggs of the Bills. The longer he's with the team, the longer he thinks he's the man, and the longer he starts crying. That's Diggs for you. He's just the first year's amazing. Like, this is where I belong. This is my brotherhood. This is my team. Boy, shut up. 2 years from now, you're gonna start crying how you hate this team, or you're not gonna say anything on social media, and then by the time you get traded or you retire, like, oh yeah, that's this and that. Like, it's just that's just Diggs. But no, for Tank Dell, he will be for me that number 2. Between Nico and Diggs are going to be that number 1 for me. Diggs will be gone eventually, but Nico and Dell will eventually be there. Mixon, I'm not too worried about, and Schultz, I'm not too worried about either.
Schultz is the safety blanket. He's not going to be the one who's taking any catches away from anybody.
Yeah. Wide receiver 3's always give me a worry, even when he's so good. Yeah, no, I just think it's going to be. I think he's going to be that number 2. Despite he is labeled the 3 behind these guys, but eventually for Dynasty, I think he's going to eventually just slide in as a good, solid guy who will get you 10 points, roughly.
If I was putting Tank Dell, I think Tank Dell is not. I think he's the number 2 because he has a more better connection with CJ. I think Diggs is going to have to create that connection. And the question is, does CJ want to have it? If CJ does, Diggs is more talented than Tank Dell. There's no question. Tank Dell is 24 years old. You know, he's coming in. He had a great connection with him. I think next year Diggs would be that guy. The following year, Tank Dell will take over.
I also said they redid his contract. So
he's a free agent at the end of the year. Yeah.
You might revisit it. That's what it is for now, but I don't know.
They want a 1-year deal.
And that's it?
Yep, this is a 1-year deal. That's what I'm saying. Tank Dell, if you put him in the taxi, just wait till next year. He will be back.
I have a feeling you might pull him out, though. You might have to pull him out.
He might, I might, especially because I have CJ Stroud as my quarterback, so
Well,
I
you
might end up having
specifically,
to
yes,
pull him
but
out.
I don't think that Dell would be good on your taxi. I'm not doing that. No way. No way in hell.
It
Because
depends
injuries
on
happen.
who I have.
Injuries happen. Diggs might be gone for a week or two,
Mm.
or even Collins might be gone for 4 weeks.
It,
I don't
it
know.
depends on what Diggs ends up being. Is he ready by the beginning of the season?
Even
That's
if
also a
Schultz is
good
gone,
question.
he's still getting more targets. I'm telling you. I'm not there's so many mouths to feed there, but I think that Dell would be that prime go-to 80-yard bomber guy.
He's a deep threat, yeah. Where do you
So
think he ranks among all wide receivers?
Dell, oh dude, damn it. Oh, I hate that question. I hate rankings, man. I really hate rankings. This is why I don't do rankings.
And I will say this: Stephon Diggs is lower than him. Is ranked
That's because
lower
he
than.
just got here. He's the new kid in the block. I'm gonna say early 20s.
You're like right on. You're on. He's
I'm gonna
24.
say 22.
He's 24. Nico's 20. He's 24. You're right there. You know,
I hate,
and
I hate, I hate that. I freaking hate rankings, man, so much because it changes it every freaking year.
but they
Unless
have
it's
him
already
right below
some
Jordan
reason,
Addison.
for
Jordan
some reason,
Addison,
it might
who's
be.
the best number two. You know, one of the best number two guys in the NFL. I think Tank Dell's gonna be a number two.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah. Sorry, let's go back to these. I had T Law traded for Dak in 2025 first. I had CD and Frank for, oh man. Josh is my one. Definitely drafting a QB in 2-3 years. Yeah. But yeah, and that's GG's might have to because Dak, we don't know how well he's gonna do in the next team.
We don't know if he's ever what team's going to be on. Is he going to be in Seattle?
Well, the thing is, he might end up just because I could see deterioration in Dak. Like, hey, Tua, you and I are in the same boat right now. I have Josh and Dak. You and we're gonna be on the same boat for the next 2-3 years, dude. So I understand where
Ooh,
you're at right now.
Red.
I have Josh as my one and Dak as my two, and I had Fields, who I'm still like, I
I
I,
mean,
I don't
hey,
know what to do.
I'll give you a fourth for him.
I,
You get a fourth. You can have. I'll give you the fourth for him right now.
he's so young. No, I don't. Look, I'm not talking
I'll
about
take a
that.
flyer on the fourth. I have no problem because I think that
Uh,
he's going to end up starting sometime this year.
all right, T Law to the moon. I feel like he's literally inside the top 10. I just think that
He's
it's
just
so
not.
hard to say with him. I like him. I
He's
really do,
he's
but I'm not
close.
giving up on him. He needs a receiver. Yeah, and that's exactly what I was saying. He needs that ace in the hole. He needs that ace in the hole.
Why is Kyler so high? That's an interesting question.
I thought we went over that.
No, we didn't talk about why do we have
Didn't?
Kyler Murray, which I
No,
do
no, no,
have.
no. We talked. Yeah, no. Because okay. You could tell that the Cardinals offense. Or do you want to go first?
No, go. I want to hear what you guys say, and then because
So
we heard your breakdown yesterday, so I kind of want to hear it.
okay. Well, yesterday I mentioned that offense changed completely. Completely 180. I understand they still went 3-5. There was a lot more injuries outside of what was going on. Like they had way more injuries than expected. So that's just kind of what the cards were dealt for them. They were just destined to lose. Okay, they had 4 freaking wins. Like they were just as good as the Bears last year. Okay, they both went 4-13.
No,
Right?
we went
Yeah.
7.
Well, I don't know.
We were
But
better than they were a lot.
I just feel like it's just like the way the Cardinals ran last year was just too many injuries, too many questions, that everything that didn't connect. And when Murray got there, it was already December, and we were like, just let him rest for the rest of the year. You guys are 1-8. Like, what are you doing? Like, you expect to win 8 games and then tie it? No, just stop. Look, I think Murray has the skills to be in the top 10 because he's got the rushing upside. And I don't know what Brian's about to say, but I feel like he's still a good dynasty asset to be that high for me. People might disagree, but I mean, he produces, and he only has one receiver every year. That's it. Because all the other ones are either garbage or injury.
Kyler Murray is not just can be a top 10. I think he is number 10 as far as fantasy quarterbacks go. As far as fantasy, because he can throw, he's going to have options, and the team runs through him. And he finally has an offensive coordinator that's going to give him everything he needs. I really believe Kyler Murray is going to be a top 10 fantasy quarterback. And I believe in his talent. I mean, the things I saw, when you saw him with D-Hop, that didn't go away. I don't know if he's a great leader. I don't know if the team's going to win a lot, but I know that he will produce fantasy numbers. He will have the passing yards. He will have the rushing yards. He'll have all those things. So when you're talking about, it's different than, am I ranking my quarterbacks? I rank my quarterbacks different than what I rank them in fantasy. Those are two different rankings. It's Kyler Murray, like number 16 is when I was ranking quarterbacks. He's probably 15 or 16. If I'm ranking fantasy, he's 10. So that's just where I put him.
Would you say he's one of those guys you're trading for this year?
If someone didn't like him, I would trade for him in a second. If I know that fantasy owner wasn't a huge Kyler fan, and I know how young he is, I'm trading for him. I still think Kyler Murray is better than Jordan Love.
Because he's been traded back and forth already.
I've seen it. Yeah.
And it seems to be either a first or a second or two firsts or something like that. Which is funny, because it was the same owners back and forth. But
if he never got hurt, I think we look at those trades differently.
I'm still trading a first for him because he's gonna be valuable still. Like, despite outside of everything, outside of football and all of that, I don't like it. He still produces on the field.
He's still just 26.
That's crazy.
He's only really? 26 years old, guys. Like, the dude is still that young.
I didn't even look at that yesterday. Holy crap, he is. That's amazing. I feel like he's been in the NFL since forever. Holy hell, he's been in. Oh my God, when did he come in?
That's why you if you have opportunity to get Kyler Murray, you get him.
28.
You have time. You have 4 years before it turns 30.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just can't. I can't stay away from away from him. I'm still trading a first for him. That's just the way it is. I can see that. Best ball, definitely. Yeah, best ball is for sure. For sure, best ball. Tank though. Yeah.
But I have no problem with Dynasty having him.
You know what? I hope so.
Dude, can you imagine that? And him
that'd be so hilarious.
The Cowboys.
That would be so hilarious. And then that would be the year the Giants the line, and the year the Giants do everything that they've needed, and then they just go in there and just destroy the Cowboys. That would be amazing.
That has neighbors, and then they have everything they need, and all of a sudden,
yeah. Whenever Dak blows his hip out doing a vicious sidestep, let me know who you're getting off waivers. All right.
It's so funny because Tua is the one with the bad hip. That's what you're talking about with Dak.
No, yeah. So yeah, kind of what you were saying. Braden kind of is the same thing. Yeah, Kyler finally has an offense coordinator, and his last 4 games of the year, the Cardinals had top. Yeah, no, and I agree. Like I said, they had a really good thing going on the last 8 games. It changed completely. You don't hear the negative stuff about Kyler, not that the GM is gone. Yeah.
You also he's untradeable for that team. That team has to stay him. That contract is
hell. They'll go broke if they trade him.
You can't do. I mean, you see what freaking Denver did, but he's there.
Well, yeah. That was stupid. That was so stupid. Oh my gosh. Speaking of Dak, Dak was the other guy I want to talk about.
Seems interesting.
It would be surprising if they go back. You know what? It wouldn't be surprised if they go back on what they said and keep them. Knowing what the quarterbacks are coming out next year, I like, but then you know what happened this year? This year was really weird. They literally did nothing. So now it makes me question their entire staff. What are y'all thinking? Like, if you guys go in with the
They're
same
trying to get
mentality next
McCarthy
year,
out. I think they're trying to get McCarthy fired. We're not gonna give you anybody.
you like, bro, you can't just not do nothing when everybody in your division is doing something, and you guys are just sitting around twiddling your thumbs and gaining assets to your team, and then finally realize you're getting rid of your the quarterback who's you predicted to be there for a while. Not only do you have to pay CD, then you got to pay freaking Micah Parsons. Like, it's gonna be a detrimental freaking depth next year for these guys. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but
But
for me, I think the safest one there, it's got to be Dak, right? Like, you don't have anybody who's gonna replace him
I
unless
don't
you
know.
try and go
I don't
just
know.
look for
What if
somebody
you?
like Fields.
What if you get Justin Fields?
That's a gamble you're gonna have to take. But you can't go after one of these rookies and pray to God that they say he's gonna put the same numbers that Dak is. Ain't no
You
way.
could go say, I need to sign CD Lamb, right? I need to sign I need to sign all these guys. Then I offer Justin Fields a 3-year, $65 million contract, which he will take,
Okay.
and I'll use him.
Okay. So what you're saying, and then let me bring up Micah, let me bring up CD, and let me bring up Dak. So you're letting Dak walk.
Yeah.
And buying a cheaper on Fields.
Yep.
Who are you choosing between CD and Micah?
No, if I go cheaper on Fields, I could get both of those guys. Because I'm no longer paying Dak $50 million. So I'm saving $30 million a year because I want to pay Dak even more. So I'll save $30 million a year on a quarterback for the next 3 years. I could pay CD that $30 million, and I was already going to
Micah's going to be cheaper.
I was already going to sign Micah.
A linebacker spot, unless he transitions to D-line, then which there's a very good possibility he can't.
I think you could pay both of them $30 million and get Justin Fields and keep both of those guys with him.
That's a lot of negotiating before any other team goes grabs Fields.
The question is, can you get Justin Fields early? That's the question.
That's the question. A lot of teams pull the trigger on guys that they don't really think they can grab because they're so scared they're going to be left without a QB. Hence the freaking Falcons.
Yeah.
Okay. They were scared, so they gave him all this money, and then yeah.
And then you're gonna draft a guy.
Oh yeah, because we forgot he's hurt. Yeah. Okay. I just I don't know. So look, I can't talk too much crap about Tua. But karma comes around the world. I'll take my own way with QB, and we need him for the second under look. Listen, Tua is the most riskiest guy I've ever seen right now. I hope he stays healthy again. I hope he stays healthy, but I don't know.
Dude,
Okay.
having Tua is like playing blackjack, right? And having
100. No,
it's like having 18 and taking a hit. Taking a hit at 17. That's what happens.
I feel like more like a doubling down on a 10. Because 18, you could stay. That's a little bit safer. I feel like a 10, if you double down, you have to make a good number, right? Like you
with
have
the
to
queen
have a
showing.
10
The dealer has a queen showing.
or
He
11.
double
Like
down on a 10.
going double down on 11 like that. You have to get that. That's what Tua is. That 11, and you're doubling down and hoping you get that face card to get the 10 to hit 21. Because if not, you don't know if you're going to get a 2, and then you're stuck at 13, and the dealer beat you at 16. You know how frustrating that is.
When you lose at 15, can you imagine a queen 5 and you lose because you
and the dealer pulls out a 16 and takes like, bro, no, I would be so mad. That's what 2 is. 18, I could be like, nah, you know, I'm okay with 18. The dealer can get bust, or they can. Like, I feel like 11. Tua is the 11. Tua is the 11. That's what he is to me. Sorry, and I like your 18 take, but I feel like he's more of an 11 to me.
I got you.
What is the top sleeper offense for fantasy? I enjoy Panthers. Okay, that's funny you say that. Just I enjoy Panthers. I have a guy. There will be terrible, but few players will ball. Same with Cards. So all right, let's just skip to my fifth guy.
I disagree. I'm gonna say I think the Jets offense will be great this year, and the Jets will have an opportunity to do a lot of good this year with Aaron Rodgers. And I think he leaves. I think the Cardinals have a chance to be very good offense also. I think the Panthers offense could be terrible again. And it won't be because of Bryce. I think Bryce actually takes a step. But I don't think, but even with his step, I think the offense still will be bad. Next year they'll get another piece, and all of a sudden it starts to fit.
Mm-hmm.
The other teams are further along than the Panthers are.
Mm-hmm. They do have 65 million, but still,
So
that's if you that depends if you keep Dak or not. Like Dak's gonna take a good chunk of that.
But if you get
But I
someone
agree
like
with
Justin
what Brian's saying. If you do that, then you can have more
sign both
money.
guys, and you could actually sign another lineman, a left tackle. You know, and all of a sudden now the Cowboys are back. You know,
well, they've never been back for 30 years, so I don't even want to hear it.
So that's true.
I don't care what they say. It's like, bro. All right. You mentioned Panthers here, and this is going to be my last guy who I actually wanted to talk about. I have 3 other guys, but we'll just skip to them because you brought it up. Deontay Johnson.
Wow. Man, that's hard.
Why not? Deontay Johnson. Look, you saw what happened with
number one guy this year for the Panthers.
PPR machine, man. Like, see what they did with Thielen? Deontay Johnson's better.
Younger.
Gonna be better. I'm not saying the Panthers are gonna win. I'm not saying that. They'll probably lose like most of their games, but for this year fantasy, Deontay Johnson's gonna be a beast. You're gonna be a beast.
Well, not only do I like him, I have him on my team.
That's good though. That's good. I'm telling you, we saw what we saw with Thielen, right? That was a much worse team. They've kind of upgraded, kind of got better, which I would only imagine it would replicate, but for Deontay Johnson.
I could see it.
That's my biggest secret on offense. We'll get to IDP closer to the year. I'm still on him.
Deontay had over 800 yards last year, right? And he did most of that work with Mason Rudolph as he was
also hurt though.
So I'm just saying, I think he's going to have a 1150 yard season with probably 7 touchdowns, which means he's a starter. You know, he's a starter in mostly. So he's probably almost, you know, in most sleeper leagues we're talking about 80%, 85% rostered. I think he's going to be in the league in the season with, you know, being 70% started. So
if someone threw you a third, would you trade him? Or is that too low?
I'd probably go, because of the position he's in, I'll probably want a late second.
Okay. You could probably almost get away with the first because of how young he kind of is.
And he's the number 1 guy with Bryce. So he's going to get the ball.
You could probably sneak yourself a first, depending on your league settings or wherever you're at or whoever you're playing with. Like, you know, the Steelers fan in your leagues, or you know the Panthers fan in your leagues. Like, they'll have this type of love for him. Like, you could get away with that sometimes. But I think he's going to be a PPR machine. I think by week 4, you're going to finally realize this. Hopefully, they don't have a random week 5 bye week and then he just dies. That was stupid. I still don't understand the mystery behind that. How do you become the top receiver for multiple weeks, and then after the bye week, supposedly when you rest, old man, you're supposed to be better, dude, and you're just
my knees. I'm done.
You just frustrating as hell. But let's catch up here. So Falcons will also be a great, regardless of London Pitts and with Ball and Bijan. I think they'll make something happen. They have 3 quarterbacks to kind of rotate through, so they'll make it happen. I agree there. We'll see there. It's the defense that's got to hold it. Tua isn't like Blackjack. Oh my gosh, here we go. You have better odds at the table with the dealer showing 80. It's more like Russian roulette with Glock. That's what I'm saying. He just basically agreed with what I just said. You have better odds with the 18. I understand that. Like,
no, but okay. I'm saying having 18 and taking a hit. What? You're hitting on 18. That's why I say Tua is. Tua, it could be at any point in time.
But I know if I have an 18, I'm not doing it. I know I'm doubling down on 11. That's no matter what. Every single time I play I'm telling you, I don't think I've thought of a single time where I haven't doubled down on 11. I swear to you, I don't think I've ever not done that. Like or not have done that. If that makes sense. As soon as I got 11, double. Believe me, even if I was my last chip, hey, give me another. Like, trust me, I'm doubling down. Like, huh?
So take my watch. Double down. Let's go.
That's stupid right there. That's stupid right there. You're like Austin Powers in the first movie. I also like to live dangerously. I just don't. I get it. I get it. I understand what you're saying, but no, I feel like for me, no matter what I'm gonna do, Tua is very risky, regardless of how we're comparing it to whatever game you want to call it, darts, blackjack, whatever the hell. He's a very risky guy, and honestly, last year coming in this time, we're like, we don't even know if he's gonna make it 4 games. That was last year. This year, we're like, damn, he made it a whole year and he survived. So I think he can full send, right? But then if he gets that one, and the entire NFL is going to be scared that day.
Myles Garrett. They should if he plays. That's the man you don't want him to play.
Here's the thing, though, and I have hope for Tua, because for all the Tua people out there, the only week you're going to be worried about is week 1. Why? Because all the defenders can no longer swing tackle. Okay, that's the only, and it's going to take time to adjust. Game time, yeah, they've been practicing OTAs, minicamp, all that they have ahead, and they've been practicing their new tackling schemes. I get it, but week 1, there's going to be a few flags. I guarantee you, it's going to be like, oh, dude, look, I tripped and fell. I saved my fall from grabbing him by the hips, and I just suplexed his ass. Like, I'm sorry, and I don't know, but it's gonna happen. That's week 1 or 2. It's gonna happen. But after that, I think the defenders are gonna readjust.
December 29th.
Say what?
At Cleveland. December 29th at Cleveland.
I don't think Miles is gonna. No, Miles is too. I think he's not gonna do anything like that.
I mean,
unless Tua's helmet accidentally falls off
into his hand,
and then Myles Garrett says, "Oh, I want to help him by throwing the helmet back on his head real quick." Like, I'll never forget that.
You say that, but you also got to remember when he sacked Justin so many times. Like, literally, he sacked him more times than Justin dropped back. Like, sometimes it was a running play, he still sacked him. I don't even know how it's possible.
I haven't looked at either of those teams, but whoever Myles Garrett is playing, I feel sorry for week 1. It's just every year, week 1, Myles just goes off. I don't even don't even show it in check, because I haven't looked at it. Guys, I'm doing the team breakdowns. I don't want to know the schedule. I don't want to know the schedule.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, I'll get to it. Speaking of the schedule, where am I at? Tomorrow I'm doing the Chargers. Where's my schedule at? Tomorrow I'm doing the Chargers. Where am I? We're either Cleveland or, oh my gosh, next month, the 20th, I'm gonna get to the Dolphins. That's if I even decide not to take a day off. So we're talking between 20 and 25 is when I'm gonna get to the Dolphins. Let's be honest, okay? But so far, that's what we're looking at right now. Tomorrow I'm doing the Chargers. So whoever, Mike, get out of your hole and come join me tomorrow. Talking about your team.
Be ready. The Powder Blues.
He's a redrafter. We won't see him for another month.
Comes to July. Oh no, guys! I need to know what's going on.
Yeah. What's happened? I know he's a tight end, but Jay Ferguson. I think certain players we're having too much fun. I
Yeah,
think
we do
certain
know.
players will be good, but the Panthers will suck. But Brooks will eat. Xavier, I believe, can be good, and Adam is just no, and I agree. Like there's gonna be assets there, but they're still gonna suck. They're still gonna lose. But yeah, can't trust anyone on the Panthers. But I think he's gonna be just fine. DJ is solid, but I got burned twice, so I'm off of him. DJ Moore or DJ? Who the hell are we talking about? DJ? Did we bring up a DJ?
Because DJ Moore is, I don't know. You can't ever be burned by DJ
Yeah, but
Moore.
who else is with DJ? That one threw me off. Maybe Brooks, but I don't know. What's up? What's up, Steve? I think Johnson and Young connect at a crazy level. Chase Brown is a sleeper though. Chase, yeah.
I've been saying that about Chase Brown. Oh,
What?
Deontay Johnson. DJ. Deontay Johnson.
DJ, oh my gosh.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Duh. It makes perfect sense. I just
yes and no, but when I think DJ, I go straight to Moore.
Or
that's
I do.
I do the same thing. I'm sorry, but you're right. You're right. Deontay Johnson. I know. I stupid me. We were talking about him. I should have just
No, it was also the Panthers. So the Panthers, I hear DJ. Panthers DJ. First thing I think is DJ Moore because he was.
We don't talk about that individual here. All right. Don't talk about that individual here.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't. We don't bring him. We don't bring him here.
And until you start the closing and opening songs, because yeah.
I don't think I'll ever do that. It's just so easy to click a button. Then you got me thinking about playlists. Nah, I'm not gonna do it. I can't trust anything. Where am I at?
Yep.
Where am I at? Ooh, with Love IDP talk, I have so much share. But I'm not a guest on the show. Love the show. Look, I think we need to bring on Zion and Roll.
I'm all for it.
Roll and Zion. We need to figure something out.
We could do it. We should bring them on and then do a mock draft and IDP draft, and then talk about why we're drafting these guys and what's the outlook of these things. So yeah, I think that would be good.
Roll's not here today, but Roll does have his own channel. I've looked at it. It's not. He does some shorts about it. I just haven't done too many investigation on watched a lot, but I've seen what he has done. So, but yeah, Zamir White could be a workhorse back. Yeah, I just don't. I wouldn't rely all my chips on him right now. It's the talent level of Zamir White isn't as good as I think that he's not going to be like a top 5 running back. Like dude, I just
Zamir White.
But you're right though. As a workhorse, yes, absolutely. Is he going to get anything done? We'll see.
Tier 4 or 5 guy, man. He's a 4 or 5, maybe running back 20.
No, that's like even 24, like I don't even know, man. Like I don't know.
So, I mean,
you got your list finished. Nice.
Kyron Williams is number 10 for me. Rashad White is 11 for me. You know, Rashad White is right. Yeah. Zamir White is going to be more like 20.
But 22. The sentence alone, you're absolutely right. The sentence alone, you're absolutely right. Doesn't mean he's going to be productive, but he's going to be workhorse.
That's true.
He wasn't able to stay loose, sat down and stiffened up. Well, that's
as stiff as a board.
The top wide receivers in fantasy this year, Hill and Lamb. It seems like what Lamb did last year kind of put himself in that position. For most people, I still think it'll be Hill, and I can't pick CD over Justin Jefferson.
Yeah,
I just can't do that. There's no way I'll pick CD over Justin Jefferson.
Give me JJ and Chase, and actually, Amon-Ra St. Brown.
That's where I might kind of draw the line there, though.
I go Amon-Ra St. Brown even before I go CD Lamb.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
don't get me wrong. I guess CD Lamb is my 4th best wide receiver, but I'll go Amon-Ra St. Brown before I go.
Yeah. It's safer. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
especially with them losing as much people that the line and everything in Dallas.
Yeah.
Give me Amon-Ra.
What's up, Derek? I see that. We're doing all right. We're just talking a lot of we're just covering a bunch of questions, and we're going after talking about players who we may or may not grab. I'll be having two channels, or just the one. Okay, one of my podcast fantasy leagues. Yeah, and see, here's the thing. We got to do more. It's so hard for us sometimes because we are really close friends to the Get Right guys.
Mhm.
And last year we were like, hey, one of these weeks we got to figure something out.
And somehow we still didn't do it whole
But we're not to blame either, though, and I'm not blaming them either. Like, there's no one to blame. Once you get the ball rolling, it's so hard because you have this schedule. But yes, because for me, I'm going every day from here on out. Hopefully, until I get burnt out. That's why, like I said, like if you saw the schedule earlier, that's what we're doing, or at least that's what I'm doing. These other guys, if they can jump in, they can jump in. If not, that's fine because I've already done a few of them by myself, or most of them already by myself. Anyways,
Yeah, he is done most of them.
people said that about Kyron last year. Never sure. Yeah, exactly.
No, but you know what? I will say this. Barton is the first person I heard talk about Kyron saying he might be something that pops off. I think this year, Blake Corum could be the new Kyron on the same team.
I said that once he got injured, though. I didn't say that. If this was before the draft, I never said that. But as soon as that first game kind of popped off, I will kind of agree to this. Rasta, where you at? Read this real quick. Are you reading this? Remember when I took him? You remember when I took him?
Yep.
In week 3?
Yep.
And you gave me so much crap.
He said Kyron Williams.
Rasta, you're here, right? You see this, right? You see this. Who's wrong about him week 3 last year? I want to hear it. I want to see something.
Oh man, I hate that whole league.
Thank you.
I cannot believe it.
Thank you. But what else? What else did I tell you though? What else did I tell you, Rasta? Come on, feed my endorphins real quick. Tell him.
Don't tell me anything. He doesn't need it anymore.
You're good. But look. I said week 3. I'm like, listen, this guy's gonna be the man. This guy is going to be the man. And eventually, that's exactly what happened. I like Zamir White not to show up because of the one. No, yeah, he's gonna produce. I just don't think he's going to be like your savior. You know, I just don't think he's going to be like that guy to be like, okay, he'll get you the numbers. He can get you 10 points. He'll get you 8 points, but he's not going to be like your winner, your fantasy winner. If you guys want me as a guest, let me know. Oh yeah, of course. No, I'm not just gonna like, hey, last minute.
We won't just drop it for you. Yeah, we'll give some time.
It happens. Yeah. So we'll figure it out. It is gonna be fun. I feel like it's fun every year because we never know what we're gonna get,
and we never stop.
No, you can only predict, and then that's what happens. Something happens, and you're like, holy crap, I was right or I was wrong, and I've admitted I've been wrong about a lot of people before, and I try to forget them. It'd be nice to have more fantasy friends who can share each other's content. I'll invite you guys to Discord server too. Yeah, no, that's cool. Just send it through, and
we'll definitely get it on.
You go through ours, and then I'll or even we have ways to contact. So
yeah.
Okay. All right, so I got Deontay, I got Dak, I got Jordan Love. We've been talking about Tua, kind of, sort of. He was one of the guys. He's very risky. I don't know, but with the whole contract thing and everything, I don't know. Are they going to commit to him? Are they going to I don't know. But my last freaking guy I want to talk about, and I don't care. I'm still making moves for him, no matter where I'm at. He's going to be good no matter where he goes, even if he stays with the team. But that's Brandon Ayuk. The guy is arguably a top tier wide receiver 2 at the worst. A wide receiver 2 at the worst. And there'd be some games where he could be wide receiver. You put him on a different team, he could probably be your wide receiver 1. Because he clearly last year he was showing that he was the wide receiver 1. But
do you
the
have
offense there
Brandon
is so
Ayuk?
good that they spread the ball around so much that
Is he in front of T. Higgins to you?
Ooh, he will be.
You sure? Because T. Higgins also could go somewhere and be that number 1 guy.
I think he will be. Hence, will be. This year, right now, no, because Higgins is still there. I think, he will be.
I think T. Higgins is a better long-term option than.
Okay, so
Ayuk.
I'll go Ayuk. I'll go Ayuk.
And the reason why I'm going T. Higgins is, how old is T. Higgins?
He's 24.
4.
Yeah,
he's that young.
Yeah,
25 now. He just turned 25. He turned 25 last week.
I'm still going Ayuk, man. I just feel like he's more safer. He will put up numbers more than Higgins on a regular basis compared to Higgins, where he's given you goose eggs before.
But he's only this past year, and if he's on a different team, he's the man. I think that going forward, T. Higgins will be a better wide receiver for fantasy purposes than Brandon Ayuk.
Okay. I would love to put that to the test if we could.
But I just thought about, because those are the 2 wide receivers that are like really close together. If you're
I'll put a long-term spike bet for you.
Okay.
We've never done a long-term one. Obviously, they're going to play for their respective teams this year, right?
Yeah.
If we still remember the following year and both these guys are on different teams.
Yes.
And at the end, so this spike bet, this spike bet's got to be more than one shot. It's got to be worth like.
I think this is a 4-shotter.
This is
a 4-shotter.
This is I'm down with that. I'm down with that. Yeah, if they go watch these idiots end up on the same freaking team.
I know T. Higgins can't afford to do both.
Some team will get them both. They're like, you know what? We're not drafting receivers. We're just gonna hire both Ayuk and Higgins. There goes our spike bet.
They both will end up on Carolina Panthers.
Go for it, man. If they end up with the Panthers and they fix that line,
yeah,
the Panthers.
And now imagine the young guys. They got Deontay Johnson. They got Brandon Ayuk. They got all these guys.
Oh, in 2 years, that'd be nasty. If they could fix that line
and
get another running back next year. Oh, please. We all talk about age with running backs and receiver being important. Yeah, okay. But for defense, how would you value it as for this question I like. I like this. I feel like it doesn't matter as much as injuries histories list. Thoughts? I agree onto a certain term of this, but the age does go a little bit further. But I still have my age breakdowns. They're a little bit further out. Like I can say between 26 and 28 for running backs, right? 28 to 30 about receivers, 32 to 36 or 34 or 35. Was it 33 to 36 for me on tight ends? For a D lineman, it's 32 to 34.
I could go to 30. I could go 33 to 35 for defensive linemen. I'm much younger for defensive backs. Much younger.
Yes. For linebackers, for me, 32 is almost where that cutoff limit's at. 32. I will play this guy until he's 32. That 32-year age, I better have a backup. Trust me. I know this.
You say that, but
no, I know this, man. I've been trying. Okay, don't do as I say, not as I'm doing, because I've been trying. Okay, none of my linebackers. Look, the one linebacker who was supposed to replace him ended up a freaking edge.
Yeah,
I'm back to square one. Damn it, Cowboys. I don't have that replacement, man. And then Sanders is gone. I'm still hurting. And then
For
you
the
know what?
year.
Thank God for Bobby. He's like, I'm sticking it out for Martin. I'm gonna do another
He
year.
said,
I'm like, hell yeah, Bobby, let's go.
one more year for you, Martin. I got one more year
What?
for you.
Hell yeah, let's go. Give me another year. God, next year's the linebacker year though, for sure. I feel like it's for DBs for me. It's about that age of 28,
Mhm.
about 28, and then there's
And all of
don't
a
get me wrong.
sudden, it starts to just you start to.
There are those outliers. I don't want to see names in chat. Okay. Well, what about this guy? What about look, those are the outliers that you're about to name. Okay. I understand they're like there are outliers. Okay. But for majority, for me, I feel like 28 for DBs, 28 to about 32-ish is when they start like they have a longer deterioration year for me. I don't know what it is.
I think
Uh,
DBs is 28 to 30. I say safeties is 30 to 32. I give an extra year for safety. I think safeties have a little bit longer longevity.
like one more year-ish,
Yeah,
like 29.
two more
Yeah,
years,
I can see that.
But once they hit the 32, I think you lose some of the quickness and the speed and the hip agility. So when you can't move your hips as quickly, you can't be that guy who turns.
Mm-hmm. I feel like an average by years 3 to 5 for D line. They start really balling 5 to 6. Yeah, they decline injuries and yeah, no, and that happens. But that's almost every NFL player. So it's hard though. Safety seem like it's still 30s, still great. Linebackers I feel like are fire.
Safeties take a lot of hits. I don't know. I think safeties are
They
right
do a
up there. I
lot
think
more than
linemen
that.
go a lot longer though.
Interesting. I would have thought linemen would be the least. I think 30 to 33 for linemen, 34 to 36 for linebackers, and 30 to yeah. See, and we're not that far off, but
I don't. The
taking
DBs right on the
into
30 to
account,
34 DBs is. I think DBs fall off quicker. It
I
gives
think
them.
that the speed of the DBs fall off because the receivers, there's always a younger, faster kid that comes in and just burns them. That's the issue is why I put DBs shorter because they can't. Because here's what happens to that one corner that gets moved to safety because they can't, or the safety gets moved to corner because they can't keep up the original pace there, but they're still good at coverage, so they have to change it up or something. They put them at nickel or something like that. Like it's just we've seen it. Like look at Jalen. Jalen is now playing that nickel, but he is still good and very freaking old. And I think the Rams realized that towards the end of his contract there, and then now
We're not
the
going to pay him
Dolphins are
$30 million because he's going to start deteriorating. And it's already happening. It's happening
yeah,
now in
yeah.
front of our face.
So I think cornerback is 20, and that yeah, see 20. I don't know, like I just feel like defense IDP will last longer than offensive
Yeah.
because they're the ones getting hit. Where DB or defense are the ones laying the hits. That makes sense. I feel like that's how it is. I agree with you guys. Never thought about too deep with DBs. It's safeties and corners that kind of justify it. But a lot of them, if you notice that they end up being the really, really good ones, end up being at the nickel.
Yeah.
They end up being nickels at the end of their careers. Just notice it. Like pay attention to your favorite ones that kind of like they end up being nickels. It's weird.
Because they get smarter. I no longer have the flexibility or speed, but I'm smarter about keeping people in front of me.
Yeah, I mean these guys are coming in. They're faster. The record just got broken.
Yeah.
You
A
know,
4.24 is stupid.
fast. I don't freaking Xavier. But yeah. So Brandon Ayuk is my last guy. Again, I'm still going after him no matter what. I will still draft him high, or if you're doing a startup and I'm still trade for him high. I think he's going to be a valuable asset no matter what. So that's pretty much it from the guys I have who I'm trading for. I don't see like I understand that the names I mentioned, which was Tua, Dak, Jordan Love, CD. We didn't really talk about CD, but he's one of those guys who may or may not be on the team. We don't know what the Cowboys are gonna do, but there's a possibility. There is that possibility. And then Brandon Ayuk. I'm still going after these guys no matter what. Like they're still gonna be good no matter what team they end up next. But Brian, I don't know.
The one I had on my list was the T Higgins one was interesting me, and then the only one that I was on my list that you guys we didn't talk about was Devontae Adams. When do you cut bait with Devontae Adams? Do you look to trade him immediately?
He dies on your roster.
Or
he just dies on your roster, just like Derrick Henry. He just dies on your roster because ain't nobody going to give you a first, nobody going to give you a
you're going to be like, he had another 1,200-yard season, another 1,200-yard season.
He dies and you ride to the sunset with him. That's what he is. I'm sorry. It's the way it is.
I agree. I think we still get 3 more years of Devontae Adams still doing over 1,000 years.
Lining up with these kids, man. But yeah, guys, if you have any more you guys want to talk about, feel free to put them in the comments. We'll try and talk about it. At least I'll try and talk about it on tomorrow's episode or whatever episode I do. Check the comments after the show. Yeah. So, anybody else you got, Brian?
Nope. That was the ones I really want to talk about. That was great.
Oh man, we this episode took a lot longer than we expected. Yeah, man. Yeah, JJ Chase will die. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, they just die on your roster. Like, look, no matter what they give you, and then you're not gonna get the value that you originally probably got him for. You just can't.
And you love him. And you love that guy too. You like, you know what? Forget it. I rather have it on my the joy I have for him being on my roster is better than anything you gonna give me. So,
exactly. Just because because here's what's gonna happen. You got say you got what you wanted, right? You got that first, you got that second for whoever the player it is. Come playoff time, you're gonna regret that decision. You're like, damn, dude, if I had him week freaking 17, Super Bowl week for me on my player, I would have won.
I would have won.
I would have won. But it is what it is. I feel like Martin has one more year left in him to play. No, I'm not playing. Stop. I'm retired. I've hung it up. I'm not playing Kadani. If I play, look, nope. I'm not going there. I'm not going there.
That means he's thinking about it, guys. I'm just letting you know. That's the same thing I have Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald's like, I'm done. Or here's JJ Watt said, I'm done playing football. But maybe if you got to the playoffs,
one more year.
Possibly I could win 1 more year.
Bro, I would have to go back to linebacker because I cannot handle I can't handle the trenches anymore, bro. Like, no. It's not gonna happen, Kadani. All I want to say is I will say that on the Eagles show. But here it is. I'll put it on screen for you, Zion. You happy? I'll meet you halfway. I'm going to put it on the screen for you. But I will say that on the freaking Eagles show. When's the Eagles show? Hopefully next month, so I can forget what I'm saying right here. So I can forget what I'm saying, and I won't remember. When's the Eagles?
21st. Right after the Dolphins.
Hey, look, I'm gonna forget what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna lie.
I'll be in there in the chat just saying, make sure he says fly guys.
Shut the hell up. Rasta, thank you for hanging out the whole time, man. Usually you're always busy cooking, picking up kids, driving. I don't know, you're a busy man. But I appreciate you hanging out. Okay, Brett Favre, retired. Bro, you said say no, I didn't know. Hey, no. Safety, no.
He's trying to get you, man.
Something tells me he doesn't like the Eagles. It's not that I don't like the Eagles. I just can't sing other teams' songs or their themes, or I do on that day's episode because, like, listen, I love all 32 teams, I really do, but the Falcons are a little bit slightly more than all of them. But it's just I just can't. Okay, there's a little bit love for the Dirty Birds, and the one thing that's pissing me off right now is the Cardinals are in the last couple of years have been trying to adapt this Dirty Birds crap. I'm like, listen, bro, like you just started in Glendale. Don't tell me you're the Dirty Birds.
I love 29 teams.
Yeah, your division, I know.
Yeah,
I
don't hate Detroit and Minnesota, but I can't stand Green Bay. I'll tell you, I don't like the color green. I don't like grass. Grass pisses me off. I don't like anything to do with that's green. No. Green lights. No.
I was definitely cooking. Hey, he was doing some tri-tip tonight. Let's go. great stuff, and really need to get. I know we do. We really do. I have to schedule one of your Friday nights, guys. If
That's
you
what we
if
gotta do.
you're up at night and you're on the East Coast and you just can't sleep, Friday night, Get Right, guys. The Get Right Fantasy Network, they have mock drafts going. You could probably watch them, ask questions.
Because then they'll review you on Monday too. So
Yeah. But yeah, if you can try and get in there, awesome. But yeah, come on, just one big Sean Taylor make. No, it's not Kadani. Look,
hey, I got my Sean Taylor jersey, by the way.
the one you wanted? How?
Yeah, it came to me. I ordered it on eBay.
You lucky dog! You
I had
found
to get it on
one.
eBay. Yep, I found
How
one on eBay.
much?
It was $85.
Damn,
I was
that's
like,
nice.
I said
That's
sold.
nice. So we were talking about this for the last couple of weeks. The Sean Taylor Redskins one is so
Yes,
hard. Like you can't just. I mean, you can get a Commanders one, and then people are
it
like,
doesn't
"Oh,
make
that's
any
a nice
sense.
jersey," but it's just it's not
He
the
never
same.
played for the Redskins. No,
Yeah, I know, but it's not the same. We do have Jim Coventry coming on. Oh man, and Lindsey Oh my gosh. Listen. I don't. I don't want to intrigue, man. I don't want to go in there and just look like an idiot. Yeah. I'll be real with you guys. I dislike Seahawk fans. When I lived in Washington, they were quiet till they won one Super Bowl. So yeah, but that's like a lot of teams, man. That's a lot of teams. You kind of got like the Chiefs were quiet for years. Think about it. The Chiefs were very quiet for years. And then they went on this little
then
nice
they got
Super
Patrick
Bowl run,
Mahomes,
and now
and
they're
that
the
was
most
all over.
annoying team. You got to give it to them, Zion. The football's been playing longer than most of us were alive. Okay, so just come on. All right, we got to end the show. You guys are keeping me up. I got to go eat dinner. All right, I'm
I
on the
know.
West Coast.
I made dinner, and I'm thinking
I'm
about
on
like,
the
man,
West Coast.
it's
Okay.
it's already nighttime for me. I'm gonna eat this cabbage
That's the
regardless.
look, Zion. I will have an Eagles jersey eventually. Look, I plan on having all 32. That's
Dude,
just no way about it. I'm gonna have all 32 teams.
I planned on having the Sean Taylor jersey on tonight, but I was cooking, so I
Oh,
wasn't able to
about
go
yours?
back and get it. So I'm
Yeah.
going to have it on Sunday. I will have my
On
Sean Taylor
Sunday?
jersey.
Well,
Yeah.
good. I hope you guys have a good show on
Oh no,
Sunday.
yeah, you're gonna be gone this weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, I got military stuff going on. Brian, that's God's safety right there. That boy was a hitter, and yeah, he was. The
You
fact
saw
that
what he
you
did in the Pro Bowl. Sean Taylor ain't no joke, man.
yeah, your time to talk is when you're winning. If you're not, you're just a Raiders or Cowboys fan.
That is great.
Rasta, I hate you sometimes. You know that. Look,
Hey,
I
he's spitting hot fire. That's
I know, but I cannot jump in like you guys give me more credit than what it is. Like these two names, I'm not gonna go in there. No way. Why? Why? I will watch the show and I probably won't even say anything. Because then you're like, oh, hey, go check out Martin at Dynasty Pot. No, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Yeah, Zion, you too. Rasta didn't know you were spitting facts.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, he does. Get right. Fantasy Network. Rasta, where's your link? Where's your link? Throw it in. I'm about to end the show. Throw it in before the show ends. Oh, he's cooking. If not, next show or tomorrow or something. He's
We'll have
probably
it on
somewhere
there.
on our website. I'm telling you, he's somewhere. Like, scroll
I
down
usually,
somewhere below. I'm
yeah.
sure they're down there. But guys, good morning, good evening, good night, wherever the hell you guys are at. Tomorrow, I'm taking care of the Chargers. We're talking about their entire roster, who they brought in, and the rookies, and how I feel about them. And guys, I know you don't like these teams, but we all think we know what they're gonna do, right? Give me your prediction. I got the same three people in there. I know I do it during the day. I know it's hard. I know it's probably during your lunch hour or during your dinner time. I get it. Swing by towards the end of the episode and say, hey, I think the Chargers are gonna go freaking, I don't know, 8-8 or whatever. Well, that's wrong.
89.
Yeah, 8-9. Yeah, you knew what I meant. Sorry, I'm stuck in the old schedule still. Like, but yeah, or whatever. Just throw it in. I'm doing a collective playoff bracket. So if you haven't done it, if you haven't been here in the past couple years, I don't have it pulled up, but I've already had 3 teams in the tank, and I got the 4th one coming. Wait, is it the 4th? Whatever it is. We're doing that one. I did 4 already. Tomorrow's the 5th.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's the 5th. And it's fun. This is the first time we've ever done it with chat. So it's kind of different. It's because I don't have these guys constantly here. So anyways, guys, Brian, got anything else besides your damn Bears?
There we go. There's the link.
There it is. All right, good. Guys, check them out Friday nights. Okay, they do mock drafts. Yes, it's late. If you can't sleep on Friday nights, go check them out. They have big namers there. So yeah, thank you. Yeah, there you go. You'll like them. You'll like them. They're more. Trust me, they're more professional, serious than us.
Okay? Oh yeah.
like we're a bunch of jokers over here. So appreciate you guys, and you're the man, bro. Don't look. I'm not as I don't know. I don't know about that. So, but yeah, guys, Brian will be here Sunday with the rest of the crew. I will be here tomorrow and Friday. Wait. Yes. Right? Yeah. Tomorrow and Friday. And we'll do the team breaks down. So love you guys. Take care. Good morning, good evening, night, wherever the hell you're at. Stay safe, and I will see you tomorrow as we talk about the Chargers and see how that goes. Later. Thanks for watching.
Getting hyped when I aim up, elevating that game up, stepping up to the competition. Only first place, and that's how I'm living. I'm with it till they digging up my grave, eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up in the place. I was born and when I watched the elevate. When I watch me elevate.